Am I the only one that didn't know why India has strained relations with so many countries? It's a complex web of historical events, geopolitical strategies, and internal policies that have shaped these relationships over the years. Let's clear this up and dive into the reasons behind these strained relations. Starting with China, the primary issue is the border dispute over areas like Aksai Chin and Arunachal Pradesh. These regions have been points of contention for decades, leading to a series of confrontations and military standoffs. This has led to several military standoffs, most notably the 1962 Sino-Indian War and the more recent 2020 Galwan Valley clash. The lack of a clear demarcation line continues to fuel tensions. Next, Pakistan. The rivalry mainly stems from the Kashmir conflict and historical animosities dating back to the partition in 1947. The two nations have fought multiple wars over Kashmir, and the region remains a flashpoint for violence and political discord. Moving to Bangladesh, tensions arise from water-sharing disputes and illegal immigration concerns. The sharing of river waters, particularly the Teesta River, has been a contentious issue, affecting millions of people on both sides of the border. Additionally, the issue of illegal immigration has strained relations, with both countries accusing each other of not doing enough to control the flow of people across their shared border. Canada enters the fray due to its stance on human rights issues in India, particularly around the farmer protests. The large Indian diaspora in Canada has also played a role, as many have been vocal about their concerns regarding India's domestic policies, leading to diplomatic tensions. England's relationship is complicated by its colonial history and current political disagreements over immigration and trade policies. The legacy of British colonial rule still lingers, and contemporary issues like immigration policies and trade negotiations add layers of complexity to the relationship. Italy's issues with India revolve around the 2012 Enrica Lexi case, where two Italian Marines were accused of killing Indian fishermen. This incident led to a prolonged legal battle and diplomatic standoff, straining relations between the two countries. With Saudi Arabia, it's a mix of regional politics and India's growing relationship with Iran, a key rival of Saudi Arabia. The geopolitical dynamics of the Middle East play a significant role here, as India's ties with Iran for energy needs and regional cooperation often put it at odds with Saudi Arabia's interests. Turkey's strained relations come from its vocal support for Pakistan on the Kashmir issue, which India sees as interference. Turkey's stance on Kashmir and its support for Pakistan in international forums have not gone down well with India, leading to diplomatic friction. North Korea is a wild card, but the tensions are generally linked to India's alignment with Western policies and its criticism of North Korea's nuclear program. India's support for UN sanctions and its alignment with Western nations on non-proliferation issues have put it at odds with North Korea. Finally, the USA. While the two are strategic partners, issues like trade disputes and differing views on global politics sometimes create friction. The H-1B visa issue, trade tariffs and differing stances on global conflicts add layers of complexity to this relationship. Despite these challenges, the strategic partnership between India and the USA continues to grow, driven by mutual interests in security, technology and economic cooperation. In summary, India's complex web of relationships is influenced by historical events, geopolitical strategies and internal policies. Understanding these nuances is key to grasping the intricacies of international relations. Each of these strained relationships has its own unique context and history, making the global diplomatic landscape a fascinating and ever-evolving field.